Now welcome to the His Eyes. The His Eyes, where we gonna run a mouth while sipping per tea. Yeah, that's on me. We're gonna talk about what is it? Tamara Mowry and Tia Mowry. Tamara, if you don't know, came out with a book around the time that Tia had her divorce. And I don't know if she did good with selling the book amidst the introduction of the divorce that kind of shined on her light. And allegedly, I don't know if it's a sibling rivalry against them because apparently Tamara also had feelings for Corey back in the day, but Tia ended up snatching him out the way and they end up getting married, now divorced. But Tamara is seen to be the quiet, shy, innocent one. But she did IG where she threw this pan because the ketchup bottle was squirting out water when it first came out. And so she let you know she's not one to be played with. And that's usually how it is for the quiet and silent type. They're not to be played with. So I hope she did good on her book sale. She actually is very interesting and I do enjoy watching her shows. I think it's like meeting with the Houseleys with her, the husband and her kids. She has a beautiful family. She also does some cooking on there. Her husband does some cooking or whatever. And so y'all definitely go check out her channel or whatever. So I just hope that her book did well. She also was on the reel for a season and then she got off. So yeah, she's actually one of my favorite sisters. I thought it was Tia, but Tamara, she also kind of reminded me of myself too because she kind of got the quiet type. You don't mess with the quiet ones, and I feel like when she get enough, she gonna let you know. And so don't sleep on Tamara. And y'all go check out her book because she did put it out around the same time that the fiasco came out with her sister, Tia, and her divorce. And I hate that her shine got a little bit outshined, but I'm sure it's an excellent book. And she's such a sweetheart. She probably not gonna say nothing about it, but me not so much. I don't got no loyalties to either one, so I just had to talk about it. So y'all go check out Tamara's book because I think it was about business and all this and that because apparently she's a businesswoman and I'm here for it. She has a YouTube channel as well as her sister on YouTube. Her sister does more cooking. She does more family friendly activities and I'm here for it. I always love me a good sister. I always been here for a good sister. And I'm not here for any sibling rivalry. Hopefully there's none of that. But yeah, I'm here for it. Let me know how y'all feel about them down below. I'm here to discuss a couple of topics today, so y'all just enjoy the ride. We got a lot to see, a lot to hear. And that's Tia and Tamara in their younger days on Sister, which is a very popular show that a lot of people I'm sure are aware of, have heard of, and if you haven't, you definitely probably been living under a rock. So they haven't gone anywhere. Despite being child stars, they're doing very well for themselves. They're thriving. They're living life. They have families. They have kids. They're mothers. And who would have thought, But it happens. So yeah, kudos to them. That's what's up. So once again, like I said, we have a lot to discuss on today. So bear with me. Some of the things that we're going to talk about is from Ashanti to the Island Boys to Lebron. Yeah, we got a lot. So apparently Ashanti just went on the carnival situation where she, dressed up in the feathers, which I feel is a good look for a single woman. And sometimes I guess married people can do that too if they have an understanding with their husband. But these women really be dressed barely there. And they show a lot of their body and they wear a lot of feathers and they walk down this road or whatever and they dance and they twerk on each other and men and different stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good look for her. She looked amazing doing it. And I have a picture that I'll show of as well. I think that's really cool. And I commend these people, like they have to walk in this attire like for miles and miles and miles, like in the hot sun. Like I'm sorry these women can do it, but they do it so well, they do it so effortlessly. And if you don't know, another baddie, single baddie, allegedly Chloe Bailey, also did carnival as well. She posted her pictures up on her IG. I think they're still there. They look nice. They look fire as well. So shout out to Chloe and Ashanti for repping for the girls. Chloe said she had a really good time being in Carnival, and I'm happy for her. Like, I'm glad she enjoyed herself. Ashanti looked like she had a fun time as well. But we know Ashanti gonna have fun, baby, because baby, she always on the go. She always smiling. She always getting lit. She's always with family, friends, having a good time. So I'm definitely not surprised that Ashanti went and lived it up as well. Um, Out of town, thugging with her rounds. Boom, her brown. So I know she did good, and like, she looked amazing, amazing, amazing. Both women looked amazing. I mean, like, showing body, addy. Now, me, I don't know if I would ever be able to do that, but I definitely commend the women who do that, because you definitely have to be something confident, proud of yourself, and that or whatever. Me, I'm too. I feel like the girls who got WAP can't really do that. I'm just gonna say that. My, not saying that they can't, but it's just like, it just be a lot going on where I can't just wear barely their clothes. I have to wear something, very much something. And not speaking for myself, I'm just talking about for women who got whopping period, from what I heard and this and that. Like, what I know, I feel like you kind of got to have like a dryer situation going on to wear something like that. I'm just saying, not saying that that's true, but I have seen situations where stuff can be, some women have to wear undergarments. I just put it like that. Some women have to wear undergarments. So if you're wearing something that's barely there, it's kind of like, yeah, get you a fan, get you some water, get you, just be ready for a fiasco. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, not saying that nobody's dry who's doing this. What I'm saying is some females can't do it, is all I'm saying, because it's already a lot of fluids flowing, and then you sweating and all this. It's just like, come on now. And that's probably too much information, but it just is what it is. For the girls who get it, get it. Yeah. But I commend people who can wear that like all day and be dry. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, good for y'all. I love to see it. Okay, so yeah, shout out to them on there for ripping for the girls. I think Holly Bailey, who is with DDG, allegedly said that she also, that's something that she wanted to do. So I would love to probably see Holly do that as well one day. Despite the fact that her sister has already done that, I don't think Holly was there, because I remember seeing her post any pictures, but it's like, dang, like her sister went. I know she probably really wanted to go. But of course, I think she's supposed to be in like a relationship or whatever. So it probably was a situation that she had to talk over, I don't know, with her guy, and he's already put out a song about him being, you know, a little insecure with her being around certain people and doing certain things with her acting and kissing scenes and stuff like that. So I don't know. She probably didn't want no drama with him, but I felt like it would have been tight and lit if she would have been able to do that with her sister. But hey, you can't win them all. You can't go every year to those things, and maybe another year she'll be able to go and rep for the girls. Let's see. I'd love to see her do it. So yeah, Shanti, Chloe, shout out to y'all for doing it big for the 2023 Carnival. Did that real big. Did that. Yeah. Yeah. And apparently, they're saying rumors out that Ashanti is back with Nelly. You see photos of them out together, dressed alike, not dressed alike, holding hands. I did a video on that a couple times about how I felt about that. So y'all definitely don't hesitate to go check that out, because I'm definitely, ooh, they like her hair or what? I don't know, but that looks nice. So y'all definitely go check her out. Nelly out. They're still rocking their good music, still doing their thizzle and their thing, and I'm here for it. Yeah, that part. Okay, now let's talk about Miss Apple Watts, who has, you know, had an accident where she got hit by a semi truck, and it was very sad, because I know she made some comments and remarks about Ari's situation, talking about women, domestic violence is not right, talking about how it wasn't cool for Ari to say something about being choked, this and that. And then maybe a month or so later, she had an accident And if you don't know, she was into dancing, popping her stuff, twerking. She had a very nice body. I don't know if it was natural or embellished. She looked a little embellished. But she still, despite having got hit by a 18-wheeler, is doing the dang thing. You know, she's out the hospital. She's trying to walk as much as she can and do things for herself. She posted a video talking about, I fell. And she literally fell. Like, that's how she is, and she has to sometimes wear a diaper. And she said people talk about her or whatever. I said, girl, wear that motherfucking diaper. I don't care if it's some skin tight on, you still do what you got to do. Because she said she has to wear a diaper because of the fact that to walk to the restroom, sometimes like it takes her almost hours, if not minutes, to just to move from one point to the other. And that's why she's constantly practicing on her walker. So baby, I wear that diaper proudly, because baby, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And I'd rather I go on a diaper than go on myself trying to care about what everybody else thinks. So wear that diaper, wear it proudly. But girl, if you fall again, I might laugh. I'm not gonna cap, but it's all tea, it's all love, because I know one day you are gonna be walking fine and good and well. She also was on a reality show as well. I want to say Love and Hip Hop, but I'm not sure, because I think at one time she may have been doing a little music. I'm not really sure. Her name is Apple Watts, and y'all go check her out because she's out and about, moving about, and she's not just a dancer. She's also a mother. So she has to make it and do this for her kids. And I'm so proud that she's doing it. I've been wanting to speak on her for a minute. She's been going to her rehab, her physical therapy classes. She's been walking with a walker, without a walker, falling down, getting back up. You know, she doesn't look like her original self all the way. But she's been posting still videos of her past up on her IG. She's still active on IG. I think she's still doing bookings, which is great. Get to the bag. And I think that's a great thing. You know, I feel like she needs to get a hover around at this point. Like, yeah, go ahead and walk too. But yeah, if you want to do an event or whatever, get to the bag, get you a hover around, and hover around that piece and wear that diaper and everything. And if somebody got something to say, then that's just their problem, not yours. So I love to see that she's hanging with it and not letting nobody put her down, weigh her down, and get into that bag and doing it for her kids and her family. So shout out to Apple Watts, girl. Keep doing your thug thistle, because I see you out there and I'm proud of you, for real, for real. I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to give you your flowers while you're here, okay? That part. Okay, and she gonna get them zeros across her bank account, baby. So yeah, here's another picture of her in her wheelchair. So yeah, I'm just so glad that, and she talked about this on her video where she was about to fall. And I'm just happy for her that she hasn't given up. How do y'all feel about her wearing the diaper issue down below? Do you think it's a problem with her wearing a diaper and people need to get off her comment section with that? Or do you think that she did wrong for wearing a diaper when she could just wet on herself? Because I don't feel like that's something I would do. You know, she be wearing some cute outfits though. I'm not going to cap. She still got her cute clothes. She still be thugging out and bossing out. But baby, I would wear a diaper. I wouldn't even care how nobody felt about it if I had to. So apparently LeBron almost had an altercation with another basketball player, because the basketball player almost ran out at him, and LeBron was across the stage the way chilling like he was innocent. But literally the dude that ran at him, he was a black guy with dreads. I really can't think of his name right now, but I just saw it on the social media platform, and it was crazy because the dude was like running at him like a track star. I didn't even know basketball players had that much speed, but people were trying to hold the dude back. But literally the dude that LeBron had ran into, I don't know if he thought it was done on purpose. It kind of almost looked as if it was done on purpose, because the dude had a bloody nose, like he had been elbowed, backhanded, or whatever. And he had on white at that, you know, a white jersey or whatever. Very nice looking guy, whatever, but I don't know exactly what happened. But he had a bloody nose and it was just coming down his face. And next thing I know, I saw him running across the way at LeBron was over there like chilling, like he really didn't do nothing. But I feel like, how you didn't do nothing if the dude's face is like bloody red? or whatever. So the dude was feeling away. He tried to get to LeBron and let LeBron know what time it was. And I definitely could understand, because at the end of the day, it's like you have to watch what you're doing. And if you drawing blood from people, there was no just average tap. There was no average hit. There was like force behind that hit to make me break my nose or whatever during a basketball game, for it to like drip down my face and everything. Like, I feel like you're doing too much. And I don't feel like he was wrong in that. I probably would have done the same thing just from reflexes, just because it's like, man, like, I can't believe this dude just hit me in the middle of a game. Like, how hard do you have to hit me, you know? But on top of that, the crazy part is they was on different sides of the court. So it was like, it had to have happened like a long time before the men had like realized that it had happened, because the dude had to literally run what looked like 30 to 40 feet trying to get to LeBron. But LeBron, like I said, was on the other side of the basketball court. Now, so let me know down below what happened with that situation. Do you think that was an accident, or you think it was done on purpose, intentional? Because I think they was on different teams, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember them having different color jerseys on. But regardless of that, I feel like if you're playing basketball, like, it's no need to hit somebody so hard that they bust their nose. Like, I feel like you're doing too much if you gotta be that aggressive with basketball. Because what is basketball, right? You just blocking, ducking, shooting a ball, And he was just mad at LeBron. And I won't ever forget that, because LeBron almost looked like he was laughing. I'm not going to cap, which I feel like is some hating stuff. But it almost looked like he was laughing just a little bit, but he probably was just like, I don't know why he mad or what's going on. But if he did do that stuff in intentional, that was jacked up. That was crazy. And he definitely was wrong for that, if that's what indeed happened. But hopefully that's not what happened for real. And that he didn't intentionally bust that dude nose, teeth, or whatever else that caused all that blood to rush from that man's face. Because apologies should have definitely been given. Hopefully he will apologize in the future if he has not done so already, because that was a tragedy. That was crazy. Looking at it was scary, to be honest. And I just feel like he didn't take it as serious as he probably should have, consider the situation. Like, if I bust somebody in the face or the nose and I'm making them bleed, I'm gonna be the first to make sure that they're good, make sure that they're okay. And if I don't do that, yeah, I probably did it on purpose, and that just is what it is. Just know that. But am I gonna admit to it? Nah, it's just one of them. I'm gonna charge it to the game and keep on moving, especially if you know I don't like you. Because LeBron is a well-respected basketball player, so I feel like if he thought it was an accident, he would have just tried to charge it to the game, and he probably would have overlooked it. But it kind of looked like he wasn't charging nothing to the game. So as you know, there was a bit of a feud between the Migos situation, and Offset and Quavo were not talking. But after the Takeoff situation where he's passed, they did gather together to honor him, salute him, allegedly at a family gathering to salute Takeoff, which is commendable. Now, I don't know if they're good. I think I seen them out doing an interview together, and of course they posted some pictures, but a lot of people didn't suspect them to ever be cool again. Now, hopefully it's just not for cameras. Hopefully it's not to, I don't know, get back kind of fugazi-ish. But I will say that it is good to see them, just making amends for Takeoff's sake, the family's sake, because they was the Migos. I ain't gonna cap. Everybody loved the Migos. So it really broke my heart to see that they broke up. For real. Because ain't nobody had swag like the Migos. I'm not gonna even cap. Like, they was one of the flyest groups out there. Like, they, just like the Bad and Bougie song, they almost jumped up on Joe Budden. You see what they had on? Like, they were just fly. Like, they just always been fly. And even now, Offset, he's into the, he's very much into, what is it, style, fashion, and stuff like that. Now Quavo, he seemed he more like tennis shoes, sneakers kind of person or whatever. But the Migos used to be dressed, boy. Them Migos used to be cold. Them Migos used to come out with that fire. So hopefully they can get over stuff, at least to be in the same room together. If we can get there, then I would say that's an accomplishment, and hopefully we can get further in the future. But I do know when people make you mad and you have differences, like, you gonna remember that stuff. And hopefully they can have a conversation. They did put a show on, and I think it was like at one of the BET Awards, something like that. And they honored Takeoff, which was an amazing show. And they said they came together like last minute to get the choreography together and put that on. And it was really nicely done. And I think that was amazing thing, because I won't forget, a couple years back, I was supposed to be going to this event, and they were supposed to be performing there, and they said Migos, but instead of Migos, I think it was just Quavo and Takeoff who was supposed to be performing, because at the end of the day, Offset wasn't a part of the Migos at that time, but they were advertising Migos to perform at that event. I think it was like a deal with bands and stuff like that. So that's just crazy that, a matter of time has passed by. Now they're talking, but I'm definitely here for it. I love to see it, because at the end of the day, I feel like they should have some kind of blood to them, as far as being in that relationship together, their group. Okay, let's talk about Diddy. So allegedly, I was watching a clip where Diddy, because they say he said he's single, and he said he don't go by Diddy no more. That's what I'm gonna call him. He said he go by Love. I don't know if it's for legal reasons or what, that he had to change his name. Probably not. Probably so. I don't know. But he said Love. I just can't never just see him as Love. Like, when I think of Love, that's the last thing I think about, because we know he ain't looking for love, because he a single bachelor out here in the street, spreading all his love around all these women. And when I think about love, I don't want to think about love being given freely to everybody. I want it to be a special person. So him being considered as Love, like, I just can't see myself thinking of him like that or calling him that, but that's what he want to be called. So for those who want to know and care, y'all need to call him that. But I don't see myself calling him that, and that just is what it is. Like, I may call him that to his face, but everybody else, Diddy said this, Diddy did this. But the reason I'm putting this up, because allegedly, he has some kind of friends with benefit or some kind of situationship with Young Miami, and she say, they go together real bad, but they single. Okay, according to both of them, right? But I saw this clip where he was wiping her kiss away, and I just had to post it here. It was a really real, and he was actually moving in the reel and everything. She kissed him. I think it was like his birthday party. It shows what dress she had on. He turned around and wiped it off. He turned his back to her, though, which is respect, and wiped it off. To me, I don't know, the way he wiped it off, it was kind of forceful. It was kind of aggressive. And it was kind of like, dang, like, why you have to wipe it off like that? Like, true enough, I know men do not like women's lipstick on them or their lip gloss on them. But I feel like he's a man that's into lip gloss. I mean, like, putting Vaseline and stuff on his lip. But he, like, was acting like he didn't want that, like, on his mouth. And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I thought him as Carisha was kind of cool, because she be cooling on him so much. But the way he, like, forcefully wiped that stuff off his face and turned his head so she couldn't see, it was on some undercover-ish, like, we see you, Mr. Love. Be lovely. Don't be shysty out here in these streets wiping off women's kisses that claim to love you or want you or claim you as a man. Because I feel like that's some shysty-ish. But it's cool though, because at the end of the day, they're not together. They're single, so he had the right to wipe it off if they're not together and he's single, but it's still just, I don't know. Like, I feel like y'all more than just single. So it just peered away, because I feel like Young Miami be holding him down so hard and too hard for him to, like, rub it off that hard as he did. And so I had to go watch that original clip that was on social media to see the actual effect of it. But I don't know, that would have made me feel a way if my man did it like that, because most time men, they'll do it, but they'll be like real cool with it. That dude turned his head and was just like, he was like making sure he got all that stuff off his lips. And I just feel like he tried to wipe the kiss off too. I'm like, what? So that's the part of the clip in the video that y'all have to go look for and find it. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know how you would feel if a man that you claim that's your man or whatever, and y'all go together real bad. However, y'all single, wiping your kisses off like that in front of everybody. Because obviously the man got a camera in his face. So, I don't know. Now, true enough, like I said, the lipstick thing, I kind of can understand a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, you know, she had lipstick on, bro. Like, it went, you could have just did like a light little, he was like, get this up out for me. Okay, now let's talk about Q-Tip, which is a very well-known artist in his day and still today. He recently had feelings for a chick back in the day, and he shot his shot on social media, and he posted a picture up that I'm about to put up in a minute for people to find out this girl he went to school with in high school or ninth grade that really touched him, and he reaching out to her. He want her to contact him, whether social media, online or whatever, in any way possible. Reach out to him because he's thinking about you. True enough, she can have a family, she can have a whole situationship, but hey, I feel like he needs some closure and he just want to see what he do. So if you're single and got time, hit him up. So apparently he was a cheerleader, and it says Q-Tip is looking for the woman that he went to a Prince concert with in ninth grade. So y'all going to concerts in ninth grade, y'all doing it big. But that's how the music industry is. They move them young. It says, there was a girl I went to high school with, Pamela Sweat. Oh, dang, name drop. We went to the Prince concert in ninth grade, MSG. Pam, message me, Pam, if you're out there. I love to know you're well. I think of you often. Purple Heart. Oh, shout out for the Purple Hearts. And that's just so sweet. I feel like I love a man who's going to be real. Like, men be trying to be so hard, especially if they're in the music industry, the music game. But hey, if you feeling a girl, a woman, say that. It's nothing wrong with that. That'll make you less of a man because you got feelings for somebody or you thinking about somebody. If anything, a woman gonna take you more seriously because you being straightforward. Same thing if you just wanna hit it and quit it. Say that too. Men be running circles for no apparent reason. Like, you don't have to lie to kick it, broski. You don't have to lie to kick it. You know, just say what it is. I don't really feel you like that, or this or that. So if I'm feeling you, tell me. If you feeling me, tell me. Like, it really not that hard. So I commend him on that because apparently he just realized that he had a special young thing in his life that he took for granted, and he didn't realize it at the time. And he just want to know what she up to. True enough, she could very much be cuffed up, wifed up, and all the nine. But hey, he shot his shot. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm here for it. And I love to see it. So y'all let me know down below how y'all feel about the Q-Tip situation. Him shooting his shot years later. Because apparently it's probably been 20 plus years. Because that was in high school. He's probably in his 30s or 40s now. So yeah. Let me know how y'all feel about that down below. Shout out to Q-Tip. Where your music at? All right, let's get into the Island Boys situation because apparently they're viral right now. As you know, they're going around kissing each other. And I have a short clip of this up on the screen. And I really didn't want to show the actual thing because it definitely is disgusting. I ain't gonna cap. Now, I don't know why I look at this. They don't really look alike here. Maybe because one of them, like, they got a broken nose on the right. But I'm not sure. They look different. So were they pretending to be the same person? Because they were going as if they were twins. And that's how they came out as the Island Boys. But you don't know. It's a conspiracy going around with them. And I have my own speculations on what is going on. And apparently they are lovers. And apparently some people said they walked in on them in the hotel rooms and locked doors and stuff. So it's kind of like people are like, what? How can y'all be incestuous? And y'all on social media and all this, y'all acting like y'all thugs, got gold teeth, all these tattoos and this and that. But I will say this. There's been pictures, which I'm going to show one, of clips of them on the island with Epstein. You know, the famous island where they say they have kids over there or clone kids and people over there. And all these celebrities go to this island and this and that. Well, this is a picture where the Island Boys on the green and black shirt. Allegedly, there was a picture of them and they were with Epstein. and they call themselves the Island Boys. So if they had to endure some of the crazy stories that you hear about the island, because apparently it's been shut down, even, and a lot of people are under investigation, even though that's probably gonna be dead as a door now. But if they got free and they came over here, they probably do have a lot of traumas that they got to deal with. But a lot of people don't understand and probably didn't even realize. What I noticed was crazy to me was them boys look a lot like Jeffrey Epstein in that photo. Like they could have been his dad. That was the crazy part to me. And if they dad locked up, what else they do gotta go is be on social media. Now that's crazy. Now another, if they're his sons, which is just alleged, because it very well cannot be, then it's probably a lot of backstory to that whole situation that we really can't even get into, dive into, or have the time to get into. Because if you don't know, Jeffrey Epstein is under investigation and is supposed to be passed on, allegedly, because he was on investigation for having this island of where they did tremendous horrific things to these kids or whatever. But another thing is, what if they're cloned? Because sometimes they said it's clone situation going on over their island, because they're not the same height on that photo. Could it be a clone? I don't know. And if that's the case, would it be acceptable for them to behave in that manner? Probably not, but I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, now we have people trying to jump off buildings, and fire marshals or whatever fire department overseas is trying to knock them back off the ledge, this and that, and it's going viral. And they're talking about these are the real heroes and stuff like that. And these people are on these tall buildings. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but I want to know why they're wanting to jump. Like, what is the real issue? Is there a conspiracy or something going on that's not really being talked about? Because at the end of the day, it's like, why would a person in their normal mind just want to jump off a 9-foot, 7-foot building? That's just like not normal. Now, last time I heard, there was a lot of quarantining going on overseas, and some people were not able to go shopping and different things or buy necessities and stuff like that. I don't really know what place this was in. I don't know if it's something that we need to be more concerned about, because if you don't know, a lot of stuff that happens overseas eventually triples to the US or whatever. So I don't know if we should be concerned or what, but I don't like the fact that these people want to jump off a tall building and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's investigating this, because if anything, forget Ukraine, find out what's going on over here with these people to make them want to jump, you know. And why they getting kicked back in the house for jumping. Like, these people are really acrobats. Like, they are on ropes, jumping these people back off the roof, off the window, kicking them back into the house. Like, it's crazy. And it makes me wonder, like, what's really going on? Like, I feel like we need to get to the bottom of it and see what's going on, because something can't be right if people feel comfortable under these conditions, because normal people just don't get on their roof, get on the edge of buildings. And I can see if it's like one person here, one person there, but no, it's like they have a whole team designed to stop people from doing this, as if this is like a regular occurrence. And this is a regular occurrence in a city that's not normal. And a lot of times America's and has a lot of things that they cover up to meet their agenda, and they always want to pick and choose who they step in and help and give billions of dollars to and this and that. But I feel like obviously those people over there have a problem, an issue that needs to be addressed, and hopefully somebody will be willing to go over there, check it out, and help these people. Because if anything, if that's what they're going through, I would say they can come over here, like asylum, because that's crazy. Like, these people are really willing to risk it all for what? You know, it's crazy. They're like they in their 40s, 50s. It's crazy. Crazy way to go and want to go, truthfully. All right. But on another note, though, we've heard about the fiasco that happened on the plane where this woman got frantic and she said that she was about to get off the plane because somebody on the plane was not human. And so I'm just here to talk about it briefly, because I feel like if you're on a plane and this is happening, because they also said another man was trying to open up an airplane door And now I know a lot of people are flying. I'm still be kind of nervous to fly. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm gonna start flying again. So if this happens to you and you're planning on taking a trip in the air, then these are some of my tips and my advice to help you. First of all, I do believe the woman could have been very much truthful, even though they said she was kind of holding up the Baphomet side with the 2 finger salute. I just feel like she was just really trying to make a point and it really didn't mean anything. But I really do feel like she saw something. Then another man said that the guy's eyes winked sideways instead of up and down. So I have said on another video that I feel like people from other lives are already here. And there's nothing wrong with that. So there's good and there's bad. And I feel like some of them do look like humans. In fact, they're not even really humans. And then somebody said the theory of maybe they're testing AI and putting them on flights and seeing how they interact with people and stuff like that. And then somebody else said like he was basically, it was a dude in a hoodie. And he was basically looking at the woman and this and that and staring at her. And she was just getting irate and irate and irate. And then she got up and whatever. And the dude wasn't saying nothing the whole time, but just staring at her. And then he turned around and blinked at that one dude. And that's why his eyes shifted a different direction. But I feel like the woman was right in overreacting. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like, first of all, stop talking to a man you don't know. Like, you don't have to talk to everybody. Some people don't want to be bothered. And on top of that, like, why cause the scene? Get to point A to point B. How long was the plane flight going to be? Like an hour, 2 hours? Go to sleep, act like you don't hear nothing, see nothing, and act like you sleep. Regardless of if you think somebody human or not, like, it's crazy stuff walking around us all the time. You could be walking next to a mass, anything right now. So just act like every day you go around people, you at a risk because you know who a robber, killer, stealer. Like, you just never know. So just sit on the plane, go where you gotta go, and if the person is attacking you or doing something to you, then beat his butt. I don't care if we alien or not, species, whatever. Knock them down if you can, because some of them got supernatural abilities and powers or whatever. But if you can, you know, just be cool, because all of them are not bad. I'm just gonna be the first to tell you. I feel like, you know, I may have a story, a situation of my own with them. No, I wasn't abducted or nothing as far as my knowledge, but who knows, you know. I was probably sedated if I was, but I do have some stories that I've heard and talked about and discussed for when I was younger. I've had people share stories, and I have a story or two myself. And my impersonation of them, or my situation, it wasn't nothing that really was like scary to me, and I wasn't feeling like I was in danger of my life. But I have seen some really crazy stuff in my day. So with that being said, there's good and there's bad of them. So just chill. If you see something out the ordinary, act like you don't see it. And if you just go to sleep, just be chill, but don't make a scene, because that's embarrassing regardless of if they're human or not. You think they want to be found out if they're dressed like a person? Probably not. So be respectful of what they got going on. They're trying to get to a destination just like you're trying to get to a destination, because if they really were out of space, they probably didn't have to be on a plane. So the reason if they were on a plane would be beyond me. But then too, there's also people out here who got contacts that can look different ways, like change the color of the pupil, the size of the pupil, the way the pupil looks. Like, there's so many different weird contacts out here to where you really don't know what's real or fake these days anyway. Okay. We have a space force that they were trying to put together under Trump's administration. So apparently there's life here on Earth, apparently, or it's threatening to come here, because maybe that's why they want somebody to join forces in case something going on. And I did a video talking about the fact that there could very well be something that we need to look into as far as Trump bringing up the Space Force. So y'all go check out that video about that. And if you've made it to this video so far, let me just put this out here. Make sure you subscribe, because why not? Be a part of the per teas here at the His House. We're going to sip this per tea on me, okay? I'm always have some tea ready for you to go. Even though in real life, I barely drink tea unless it's like at a restaurant. Restaurants used to be good, but the seed my mama used to make used to be trash. I don't know why. She used to smoke cigarettes too, and it used to smell just like, taste just like cigarettes. That's crazy. Anyway, that's why I can't stand a smoking ass. If you smoke, baby, I don't want no parts. But anyway, so back to the story. Yeah, I hate that happened to her. I really don't feel like she was lying because the way her voice is cracking and stuff. I feel like she saw something. I would love to see and hear what she had going on, but allegedly she's come up with missing, or people have not heard from her. And of course, I think they detained her for a little while because of the incident. They would not let her get back on the plane after they switched flight attendants or whatever. But because some people were saying it was a flight attendant, and somebody else said, no, it was a man in a hoodie. And I think it was the man in a hoodie because a man in a hoodie actually came forth on social media and said it was him, even though I really didn't listen to him because somebody said it was debunked, that the dude saying that the eye was twitching was lying. So I don't really know because, people will lie, but to me, I feel like he wasn't lying. And the hoodie guy was saying something about I'm the dude in the hoodie, which I need to go back and do my research and find out what he had to say about it. But at the end of the day, they come in peace unless you want war. And I don't want war with none of them. And allegedly they've been here, been done that, some of them, as they say, are even in the government. So who knows? I wouldn't be surprised. Some of them look like us. So, hey, you probably came across one or two in your day. They can shapeshift allegedly. So let me know what you think. Bye, I'm out.